This is your Sports Boys, and we have another sports talk for you. We will be talking about the Jazz-Clippers game, and let's break it down. First, we'll be talking about the injuries for the Clippers side, and then we will go into the Jazz. Clippers injuries are Moses Brown, Kawhi Leonard, Luke Kennard, Paul George, and John Wall. These are all the players who are out for today's game. Now we'll move on to the injuries from the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz only have one injury, and that is Kelly Olynyk. Now we will have stats from the Utah Jazz and the Los Angeles Clippers. We will start off with the stats from the Utah Jazz. We'll start off with Lauri Markkanen, who is returning from injury. It didn't look like he was ever injured, though, because he was great tonight, scoring 34 points, 1 assist, and 12 rebounds, and also 2 blocks. Mike Conley also had great stats across the board tonight, scoring 17 points, having a total of 9 assists and 4 rebounds. And believe it or not, he also got a block. Also, another player who put up great stats for the Utah Jazz was Walker Kessler, once again putting up 13 points, having 11 rebounds and 3 assists. Now the stats from the Clippers side. I'm going to start off with saying Norman Powell, who put up 30 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. He really stood out tonight above the other players on the team, but here are some other players who also did pretty good. Ivica Zubac had 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 1 assist. He also had 2 blocks during the game. Those were the 2 people who made it kind of a competitive game. But because of the Jazz performance, the Jazz had an easy win over the Clippers. Probably because of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. And this is why they are so important to the team. Paul George averages 23.4 points a game, along with 6 rebounds and 5.1 assists. Also 1.5 steals per game. And Kawhi Leonard puts up 19.4 points a game, gets 6.1 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 1.1 steal, and that's why these 2 players are so important to the team. Now we will be talking about Malik Beasley's cold streak. Over the course of these last 9 games, he's averaged 11.6 points per game. And throughout the month of December, he was averaging 15.1 points per game. So if that doesn't prove that he's been pretty cold lately, then I don't know what does. During the 4th quarter, the Vivint Smart Home Arena, soon to be the Delta Center again, was booming with fan excitement. Which I know why they were excited, because the Clippers are a good team with or without Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Clarkson was kind of cold throughout the game, but still has a great dunk in the 4th quarter. Not saying he did bad or anything, but I just expect a lot out of Jordan Clarkson. And during the 4th quarter, Conley had a great defensive stop where he hit the ball off the defender's leg to gain the possession back for the Utah Jazz. Such a veteran's move by Mike Conley. And I was really excited to see the young players get minutes towards the end of the game when we were up by a lot. The guy who I would like to see get more minutes is Simone Fontecchio, who got a nice step-back 3-pointer to fall in the 4th quarter. He was also playing at a high level before he got injured. And with more minutes, maybe he could continue to do that again. Now where the Jazz are at in the Western Conference standings. They are in 7th place in the Western Conference division. I believe they played more games than most of the teams in the Western Conference as well. The people who are ahead of them is the Nuggets in 1st, the Grizzlies in 2nd, the Pelicans in 3rd, the Kings in 4th, the Mavericks in 5th, the Warriors in 6th, and then the Jazz in 7th. And the Clippers are closely behind. So that was a very clutch win tonight as far as standings go. The Jazz are right at 500% on the season, and even when they've lost, they've been in every single game so tight. Okay, well, that will be the end of our podcast. We will have another podcast tomorrow on the NFL playoff predictions, so don't miss out. Over and out.